It was a cloudy Tuesday morning, and the air was heavy with the promise of rain. As Angelina Jolie stepped out of her car, she hesitated for a moment, taking in the sight of St. Mary's Children's Hospital. The building stood tall and imposing, yet the cheerful murals painted on its walls told a different story. A story of hope amidst struggle. Angelina took a deep breath, her thoughts racing. She had been to many hospitals before, each visit leaving a profound impact on her. But today felt different. There was a weight in the air, a sense of urgency she couldn't quite place. She had come here not as a celebrity, but as a mother, a humanitarian, and someone who believed in the power of human connection. Inside, the hospital buzzed with quiet activity. Doctors and nurses moved briskly through the halls, their expressions a mix of determination and compassion. Parents sat in waiting areas, their faces etched with worry and exhaustion, clutching coffee cups as though they were lifelines. The walls were adorned with colorful drawings and messages of hope from the children, a poignant reminder of the resilience that existed within these walls. Angelina was greeted by a nurse named Sarah, who led her down the hallways to the pediatric oncology ward. "The kids are so excited to meet you," Sarah said with a warm smile. For some of them, this will be the highlight of their week, or even their year. Angelina nodded, her heart swelling with both anticipation and a tinge of sadness. She knew her visit could bring joy, but she also knew it couldn't erase the challenges these children faced. As they entered the ward, a wave of emotions washed over her. The room was filled with children, some sitting on hospital beds, others in wheelchairs, their faces lighting up at the sight of her. A boy named Max was the first to approach her, holding a drawing of a rocket ship. "Miss Jolie, look, I made this!" he exclaimed, his voice brimming with excitement. Angelina crouched down to his level, taking the drawing in her hands. "Max, this is incredible. Is this your spaceship design? It looks like it could go to the moon, or even Mars." Max beamed, and for a moment, the tubes and monitors surrounding him seemed to fade away. The other children quickly gathered around, each eager to share their stories, their dreams, and their creations. Angelina listened intently, her laughter and warmth filling the room like sunlight breaking through the clouds. But amidst the joy and chatter, she noticed a little girl sitting alone in the corner. Her head was bald from chemotherapy, and she was clutching a notebook tightly to her chest. Unlike the others, she didn't rush forward or try to catch Angelina's attention. Instead, she sat quietly, her gaze fixed downward as though trying to make herself invisible. Angelina felt a pull toward her, an unspoken connection. She excused herself from the group and made her way over to the girl, kneeling down to meet her gaze. "Hi there," she said softly, her voice gentle and inviting. "I'm Angelina. What's your name?" The girl looked up, her brown eyes wide with a mixture of surprise and hesitation. "Emma," she whispered. "That's such a beautiful name," Angelina replied, her smile warm and genuine. "Can I sit with you for a bit?" Emma nodded, and Angelina settled down beside her, the two of them sitting in comfortable silence. After a moment, Angelina glanced at the notebook Emma was clutching. "What's that you're holding?" she asked, her tone curious but kind. Emma hesitated, her fingers tightening around the notebook. "It's my dream list," she said finally. "All the things I want to do. When I get better." Angelina's heart ached at Emma's words. There was a quiet determination in her voice, a fragile hope that seemed to hang by a thread. "May I see it?" Angelina asked gently, holding out her hand. Emma hesitated for a moment before handing over the notebook. Angelina opened it carefully, as though it were something sacred. The pages were filled with colorful handwriting and little doodles, each dream written with care. 1. Act in a play. 2. Swim in the ocean. 3. Go on a family vacation. 4. Ride a roller coaster. 5. Have a puppy. Angelina read the list aloud, her voice soft and filled with emotion. Each item was simple, yet profoundly meaningful. These weren't extravagant wishes. They were the dreams of a child who longed for normalcy, for moments of joy and freedom. "These are beautiful dreams, Emma," Angelina said, her voice thick with emotion. "But why wait? Why not start making them happen now?" Emma looked down, her fingers twisting in her lap. "Because what if I don't get better?" she whispered, her voice trembling. Angelina placed a gentle hand on Emma's shoulder, her eyes meeting hers with unwavering sincerity. "Emma, dreams aren't about waiting for the perfect moment. They're about living right here and now, and I want to help you live them." Emma's eyes filled with tears, her gaze searching Angelina's for reassurance. "You'll help me." Angelina smiled, her expression radiating warmth and determination. Of course. Together, we'll make sure these dreams come true. No more waiting. Over the next few hours, Angelina stayed with Emma, talking about each dream on the list and how they could bring them to life. By the end of the visit, Emma's shy demeanor had started to melt away, replaced by a spark of hope. As Angelina left the hospital that day, she couldn't stop thinking about Emma. The image of the little girl clutching her dream list stayed with her, a constant reminder of the power of hope and the importance of taking action. She knew she couldn't do everything, but she also knew she couldn't do nothing. And so, Angelina began to make plans. The next day, Angelina woke up with a singular purpose in her heart: to bring Emma's dreams to life. She reached out to her team, the hospital staff, and even a few close friends to make things happen as quickly as possible. Emma didn't have time to wait. Her dreams couldn't afford delays. The first item on the list was acting in a play. Angelina contacted a local theater group and shared Emma's story. The group immediately agreed to help, offering to organize a special performance at the hospital. Within days, a small team of actors, costume designers, and set decorators arrived at St. Mary's Children's Hospital, transforming a simple conference room into a magical stage. On the day of the performance, Emma was both excited and nervous. "What if I mess up?" she asked Angelina, clutching her script tightly. Angelina knelt down beside her, her hands resting gently on Emma's shoulders. "Emma, acting isn't about being perfect. It's about having fun and sharing a piece of your heart with others. No one here is expecting perfection. They just want to see your beautiful spirit shine." Emma nodded, her nerves easing under Angelina's reassuring gaze. When the time came for her to step onto the stage, she took a deep breath and walked out, dressed as a fairy princess. The audience, made up of fellow patients, parents, and hospital staff, erupted into applause. As the play unfolded, Emma's confidence grew. Her voice became stronger, her movements more graceful. By the time the final curtain fell, the room was filled with cheers and laughter. Emma's smile was brighter than ever, and for the first time in a long time, she felt truly alive. After the performance, Angelina gave Emma a hug. "You were amazing," she said. "You didn't just act, you inspired everyone here." Next on the list was swimming in the ocean. For this, Angelina planned a weekend getaway for Emma and her family to a beautiful beachside resort. The hospital staff worked together to ensure Emma's medical needs would be met during the trip, and a team of volunteers offered to accompany them for extra support. When Emma arrived at the beach, she was speechless. The vast expanse of blue stretched out before her, the sound of the waves crashing against the shore filling the air. She had never seen the ocean before, and the sight of it was overwhelming. Angelina walked beside her, holding her hand as they approached the water. "It's okay to be nervous," she said. "The ocean can be a little scary at first, but it's also beautiful and freeing. Just take it one step at a time." Emma nodded, her toes sinking into the warm sand. As the waves lapped at her feet, she giggled, the sensation tickling her skin. Slowly but surely, she ventured further into the water, laughing as the waves splashed around her. Angelina watched from the shore, her heart swelling with pride. Emma's laughter was like music, a testament to her courage and resilience. That evening, as the sun set over the horizon, Emma and her family sat around a bonfire, roasting marshmallows and sharing stories. It was a moment of pure joy, one that would stay with them forever. The roller coaster ride and a puppy named Charlie. The next dream on Emma's list was to ride a roller coaster. Angelina arranged for a private visit to a local amusement park, ensuring Emma could enjoy the rides without any interruptions or long lines. Emma's excitement was palpable as they arrived at the park. She ran from ride to ride, her laughter echoing through the air. But when they reached the biggest roller coaster in the park, she hesitated. "It's so high," she said, her voice trembling. Angelina crouched down beside her, holding her hand. "It is high, but that's what makes it so fun. Sometimes the scariest things in life turn out to be the most rewarding, and I'll be right there with you the whole time." Emma nodded, her grip on Angelina's hand tightening as they boarded the coaster. As the ride began, Emma closed her eyes, bracing herself for the drops and twists. But by the time it was over, her fear had turned into exhilaration. "Can we do it again?" she asked, her face glowing with excitement. Angelina laughed. "As many times as you want." The final item on Emma's list was to have a puppy. Angelina knew this was more than just a simple wish. It was a symbol of hope, love, and companionship. She worked with a local animal shelter to find the perfect match, a golden retriever puppy with soft fur and big, soulful eyes. On Emma's 11th birthday, Angelina surprised her with the puppy. "His name is Charlie," she said, placing the puppy in Emma's arms. "He's yours." Emma's eyes filled with tears as she hugged the puppy tightly. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice choked with emotion. Charlie quickly became Emma's constant companion, bringing joy and comfort to her life. He would curl up beside her during treatments, lick her face when she felt sad, and follow her everywhere she went. As the weeks turned into months, Emma's health began to improve. The once shy girl who had clung to her notebook now radiated confidence and joy. She and Angelina stayed in touch, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Emma's story inspired countless others, showing that even in the face of adversity, dreams could come true. Angelina's efforts didn't stop with Emma. She continued to work with the hospital, organizing events and initiatives to bring hope to other children. "Emma taught me something I'll never forget," Angelina said in an interview. "She reminded me that every moment is precious, and every dream, no matter how small, is worth chasing." If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs a little inspiration today. And if you want to hear more stories of kindness and courage, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Together we can make the world a little brighter, one story at a time.